Microphone check. 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. I gotta make sure it's right. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure it's right. Microphone check. 1 2 1 2 3. Pardon the delay, y'all. I appreciate you guys spending the first damn minute and 30 seconds while I get it together. Sometimes I just gotta, I gotta check the mic, man. It gets a little funny style sometimes when I kick it off. Gotta make sure I get it together for y'all. Trap Politics TV, trappolitics.com, lifestyle, trending culture commentary. He is I and I am him. It's your boy Val. Now let the games begin. Yeah. 1 2 1 2. Microphone check 2 1 2. What it do? My unofficial sponsor today, as you can see, it is Corona with a lime. Gotta be with a lime. My unofficial but official sponsor. Because coming back from the dead, man, shit, feeling it. I was feeling it for a little bit, man. Shit was fucking me up. Omicron, Omarion, whatever it was, I couldn't dance with that shit. I couldn't get jiggy with that bullshit. But I appreciate you guys coming through and kicking it with me as I bounce back. Do me a favor, make sure to like and subscribe if this is your first time here vibing with me. I'm gonna get into a few topics, few things that came across the trappolitics.com radar. I've been making a couple of changes, some progress along the way. I've been mapping out and doing a few things, studying, learning, devoting my time into becoming a better streamer, content creator, like really getting into creating valuable content. I understand my streams could be a little bit boring. It could be a little mundane, hearing me talk and babble and blabble about my life and my woes and worries and, and hearing my opinion on certain things. But, I believe I'm a pretty entertaining dude once you really get to know me. So you got to really know me to really understand what I be talking about. And if you know what I'm talking about, you'll be like, damn, this motherfucker is this nigga's goofy. But it's real at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of thought-provokingness in the mix of all the madness. But with that being said, let's check out some of these topics in the news, and let's see where we gonna take it. I've came a long way from periscoping in my car, periscoping, streaming. You know what I'm saying? And it definitely came a long way to at least be comfortable enough to be live on camera in front of y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Those of you who watch, and pay attention, and I appreciate y'all. I do appreciate y'all. Don't ever forget that. Now, the fuck was that? That was my radio station. But let's get into the real shit. All right, cool. We back. TrapPolitics.com. As you can see, hold on. I gotta make some adjustments here. What the? A 1 2 1 2. Bow. Bow. Now we cooking with grease, baby. Make sure to go and check out the website. You know, I got my got a lot of dope things up on there. I got my feature that I did on TMZ. You know, those of you who know. Thanks for rocking with me as I make these make these major movements, baby. It's major movements, baby. You either get with it or get lost. So, first in the news, TikToker Roy Teasley strangled over a video game. I read the article and whatnot, and I heard that that this guy had like over 200,000 followers. So he was somebody to somebody, and you know, him and his boyfriend were in the room playing Overwatch, and one thing led to the next. They they got to the arguing, fussing and fighting. One wasn't having it and decided to choke him out. Now, these are two big boys. He's a big boy, and his partner that he strangled is also a big boy. This is not funny by any means, but it's something to think about, right? Because many lives have been lost over video games. A lot of relationships have been ended over video games. And sometimes it makes you wonder, you know what I'm saying? Is the game really worth it? I know a lot of men out here, they play their video games and, you know, that's their solitude. That's where they find peace. You know, I find peace in my work. I like to be able to find new ways to do certain things. And that's the reason why I'm like driving my business so hard. You know what I mean? Because the more people that I could do different things for, the more knowledge I get and the more versatile I'll become in my creativity and being a content creator. Because if I'm able to work and create content for others, I could be able to be so versatile and so creative. It's like nothing could be out of there's nothing that I can't create. You know what I mean? I guess it's the God complex in me. But then again, here I am talking about my work. That's how devoted I am. Moving on, though. Some guys are so into their video games, and I get it. Back in the day when I used to play games, I used to be emotional when I used to be playing my games. But I'm talking about when I'm young. You know what I'm saying? I would get very emotional when I'm playing my games, and I want nothing to take me away from it. So maybe, you know, things escalated to the point where homeboy ain't trying to leave his game. He's in the middle of a good shootout because apparently the game that they were playing was Overwatch. I don't know if they were playing together or he wasn't playing and he wanted some attention. You know what I'm saying? He probably wanted to get his back blown out at some point or another. He just wasn't into it. Or I don't know what the fuck happened. You know, maybe they were playing each other and he was getting his ass whooped. Took his life in real life. Sad over a video game. Life is so fickle. It's lost over a video game. It doesn't matter about your followers, because homeboy had 200,000 followers, known for his dance moves and all that giddy get me so lucky shit. You know what I'm saying? He was out there popping on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? It's like all that shit is vanity metrics anyways. You know what I'm saying? What does it really mean to have 200,000 followers? You know what I'm saying? Are you really getting paid off the metrics like that? You know, unless you really know how to monetize that shit, people could have millions of followers and don't know what the fuck to do with it. Still be broke working, you know, without any type of idea of how to really monetize it. You know, it's one thing to know what you have and to value it. And maybe this guy, his boyfriend, probably didn't understand the value of who his man was and thought, fuck it, you know, your life isn't worth more than this argument over a video game. You know what I'm saying? You have no more value over you. Your value isn't past what we're doing right now in this video game, and that's crazy, because men with these like high high sensitive emotional reactions, you definitely got to watch out and stay the fuck away from. For those who are in those type of circles, or just in general, you know, I tend to stay away from highly emotional men. You know what I'm saying? I consider myself emotional at times, but I tend to step back and evaluate my situation, and you know, I rather take myself away from the situation than to continue to be in it, and it would lead me to do different things and difficult things that I'll regret later on. And I'm pretty sure I think his name is like Devon or some shit like that. I don't know. Either way, I'm pretty sure he's regretting you know, his decisions. Yikes. Communist China and the quarantine camps. These camps look crazy. I've always, you know, that's also a crazier thing too. I was thinking about the other day. I was like, yo, I haven't heard shit about China and like their infection rate. Like they were the first one to really start talking about the bodies are piling up. But then it's like I haven't heard anything after that, you know? It's like it came to the point where America got infected and like the news stopped being about how bad it's over there in China. Now it's about how bad it is everywhere across the world. And I get it. Everybody got it. Everybody's getting it. Certain places are getting different variants of it than other places, and it's fucking up everybody. Shit, I was fucked up for a while. I'm just bouncing back now, you know what I'm saying? I still got a, you know, slight migraine a little bit, you know what I'm saying? My nose is still a little stuffy, but everything is starting to clear up. Thank the heavens, because that first 2 days I was in bed, I swear a bullet went through my head for the second time. And I'm not here to point fingers, because trust me, I'm a hermit crab. I don't go out, I don't go nowhere, I don't do anything outside of what I do for my work, my brand, my business and whatnot. You know, I'm in the development stage, the hatchling stage. I'm doing my best to stay focused on what I gotta stay focused on. Shit, I wasn't even thinking about doing this stream today, but I was like, you know what, man, I ain't no, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna let no, I ain't no bitch. I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna get out here, and I'm gonna make it happen. So I figured, you know what, ain't nobody watching, still it doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna still be up on here making sure I at least continue to build the routine of being in front of the camera, developing a personality, being able to talk, being able to deliver, you know, a point of view, whether it's agreeable or not. So as I recovered and whatnot, you know, I just understand that this virus thing is very you know, it's very serious. And it seems like, you know, communist China is taking it extra serious. They have, I mean, the picture that you're seeing right now on the screen is a very small fragment of how big it is. You know what I'm saying? This is, if you see this, just times it by 10. It's really that bad. It's like they have like thousands, tens of thousands of camps like this, and it just kind of reminds me sometimes, like, you know, anytime I hear the word camp, you know, where it's a concentration of people, kind of makes me worried and wonder sometimes what might be going on out here, you know. I asked the question too, will America follow suit, you know, because the American cases have skyrocketed way past what it was when Trump was in office. That's crazy. But the death rate is far lower, of course, you know, because I guess the first variant was very, very deadly. But thank God, you know, as the virus gets weaker and weaker and whatnot, you know, I pray that one day everything will get back to normal. We could be able to meet and mingle again, and we could have a different perspective of what it really means to be together as a people without the fear of infection and death and agony and all this other silly, weird shit. You know, there's definitely a herb out there. The herb is for the healing of the nations. So if we haven't destroyed the earth enough, maybe the earth could still save us to live another few generations before we really fuck things up and it drowns us completely out. And now we have to live on, you know, plastics and planetarium and really start becoming amphibious creatures living in the water and shit. You dig? But yeah, man, China, they're really taking this shit seriously, and maybe America should too. You know, maybe we shouldn't be out here being so laxative when it comes down to a few things. Definitely wear your mask, wear your gloves, protect yourself. If you need to get vaxxed, get vaxxed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here advocating for people to do any of that shit, but if you need to, do it. You know what I mean? Moving right along. Man head is looking strong. Man got a strong head. Pause. Yo. Excuse me. My man Steve Harvey. My man Steve Harvey. He says that how it's over. It's fucking over, son. He's not ever doing another stand-up comedy again. The article claims that now we're living in the times of cancel culture and nobody could speak their mind and be as creative and blatant and blunt as they want to be. Everyone has been muted. Everyone from Kevin Hart. They're even trying to put the tape over Dave Chappelle's mouth. But they shit. It's like, you know, they can't keep a good man down, especially a rebel as much as he is. You know, Dave Chappelle is from the generation where freedom of speech is really what it is. It's the freedom for me to speak the way how I feel like we all do relate, but just can't really say, but at least we all feel the same type of way. I guess that's what comedy is at the end of the day. But unfortunately, cancel culture has done so much damage. And for someone like Steve Harvey, man, who has a lot going for him, you know, Judge Harvey, he has the Steve Harvey show, he has a morning show, he has the Family Feud. He has a lot to lose, and that's the reason why he's saying that too. He can't be a martyr like Dave Chappelle. God forbid he goes up on stage or does a special and says drops the F-bomb or says anything crazy about anybody. You know, they'll be quick to pull the rug right from under him, and I'm pretty sure he's rubbing shoulders with a lot of those people who would pull the rug from right under him. You know. He's in that politically correct mainstream media where he needs to watch everything that he says. So he's not only saying that he's not doing any more stand-up comedy specials to stand up for stand-up comics, but he's also saying that to protect his bag. You know, let's keep it honest here. There's a self-serving narrative behind what he's saying as well when he says that comedy is dead. Not in those words, but he said in the age of political correctness, there's no more comedy. Comedy is it's over. You know, political correctness killed comedy. It's over. And like I said, I could agree with him to a certain extent. You know, you could really only hear true comedy in the dens of perditions and back cabins and caves where people are open to hearing the truth with a little bit of comedy behind it. It's kind of sad that we can't really, hear these type of things anymore today without being called misogynist or being called homophobe or being called a racist or being called all different type of things where, now it's so emotionally sensitive these days. A lot of trigger warnings out here. And I don't know what generation that is. I don't know if it's the millennials. Could you say it's the millennial generation? I wouldn't say it's the millennial generation that feel this way, would you? Because the millennial generation kind of grew up off of those type of stuff. Like, we grew up off of the rawness of it. That's what kind of made us have such thick skin. So it's kind of weird to really think that it's our generation that's canceling people. That's why I don't necessarily believe in cancel culture. I believe cancel culture is an agenda. It's cancel agenda. It's no longer cancel culture. Because I had my whole theory on what cancel culture really was, and I don't even. I can't even really. Just know that cancel culture had a more positive purpose than a biased purpose. It wasn't about taking away the livelihood of someone, but it was about at least addressing things that shouldn't be a certain type of way. I noticed things started to change after it went past the whole racism thing, because a lot of the cancel culture when it first began was about canceling people who were racist. Then it started to turn into, well, cancel people who are homophobe. It's like and then it was a talking point where we were like, yo, how is it that the talking points that we use in order for us to gain power is now being used to strip our people of power from power? Because listen, man. To each his own, man. I have my point of view about it. Maybe when there's more people, I could really start elaborating on what happened, why it happened. Ways of getting it back, ways of taking it back. It requires a collective effort. But in order to require collective effort, I've been reading books about what creates virality and things like that. People have to have like a common ground of understanding what's in it for them. It's always a what's in it for me type of mentality. So, if people want power and they want the power back, that's what's in it for you, taking back the power of what it really means to cancel things that actually do mean something and matters to someone. Not to say that, certain things don't. It's like, and then that's where the fine line, is drawn, I guess, right? Who's to say your struggles isn't as important as our struggles? But I mean, history would definitely tell you that. And then we go into the fact that, well, I'm this and I'm that and blah, 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 blah. And so is life, man. So is the dilemma of trying to do what's right, but not step on anybody's toes. Trying to be politically correct, but not trying to be too insensitive to the other side. Gone are the days of the philosophers who could make sense of certain things, who could draw the line in the sand and say, well, listen, this is what, and this is what it is. And people just have to pick sides. It's either you is or you ain't. And I think that's what Dave Chappelle is doing. It's like, look, listen, this is what being canceled is. Man, shit, you know what I'm saying? You can eat a whole one. And at the end of the day, I respect it. Maybe that's what's needed. More people to stand up and be like, you know what? F this. This is what I believe in, and this is what I think it should be. Because if you aren't man enough to stand up for what we believe in these days, man, I mean, I guess we'll just fall for anything, right? We'll just be part of the go along, get along gang. Shout out to Kwame Brown. A lot to think about. A lot that runs through my mind most of the time. And that's why, like, I need to be able to have more tools to my disposal, so I can be able to create and do a bunch of different things, market a lot of different things, build audiences, network with certain people, grow with certain people. It's like, because I'm pretty sure there are like-minded people out there who feel me, And if you do feel me, make sure to leave it in the comment section below. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button, or fuck it, hit the thumbs down button. You know what I'm saying? If you're not fucking with it, hit the thumbs down. People hit thumbs down buttons on me all the time. I post a lot of shorts about some of the most powerful people speaking their truths, and people hit the thumbs down button. I'm like, what the? How do you hit thumbs down on Martin Luther King? How do you hit thumbs down on The Rock? Like, I don't get it. But hey, indifferences make the world go around. Can't have a positive without a negative, man. And I'm here to, at least be that fine line in between all of that and more. So I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody who comes through and at least drops their opinions, their thoughts on the matter and what have you. It's a great way for us to build, thrive, and excel. Now, I don't know what's been happening, man, on YouTube, but YouTube needs to get their shit together. There's a lot of spam bots that's just been popping up and just hitting people's chat box with a whole bunch of bullshit and whatnot, and it's just crazy. It gives people false hope and perception. Now, let me just give you a little bit of update on exactly what I've been doing. So I'm in the metaverse now, y'all. I'm in the metaverse now, man. So yeah, AKA VR, it's not really like, anything too bugged out. But I've been telling people about VR, and VR has been popping for a while. This is just, people are just really starting to flood to VR and start doing a bunch of different things upon there. But I'm going to be streaming on Twitch in VR moving forward. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, those are going to be the days I'm going to be on Twitch wilding out. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So tomorrow, for those who are interested, who are watching the rebroadcast up to this point, I'm gonna be doing some dope shit in VR. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna be for maybe about a good 15-20 minutes throughout the day. I might just be on there just taking out some frustration, on in VR and whatnot. I don't know. I might buy some games on there too and do some different things. Jump around the metaverse, give people a good tour and shit like that. See what the hell people want to see, which is pretty dope. I think it'll be a good way for me to grow my audience. Man. Hopefully you guys are down to join me. Hopefully you guys will rock out with me on that side too. My YouTube channel is more of just trying to get more interpersonal, talk about lifestyle and trend and culture. Twitch is more about just getting on, getting on there and play some video games and enjoy some of the fuckery. You dig? Well, with that being said, it's your boy Rel for Trap Politics TV, trappolitics.com. I appreciate you guys for coming through and kicking it with me. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe if this is your first time here. I will see you guys on Tuesday. Thank you for everyone who's wished me well. Shout out to my homeboy who always checks in on me, man. I appreciate ya. And everybody too who's been wishing me that I get well and whatnot, man. The prayers have definitely been answered, and I'm staying positive along this journey to build a brand, to build this business, and to continuously strive for my independence. No more slave labor. I think the goal is to be able to wake up, work out, and work for yourself. That's the key, man. To be able to enjoy your life. It's very limited, and now that coronavirus is here, Hold on, y'all. Hold on. We bouncing back, y'all. We bouncing back. I don't know what the hell just happened. But we just lost hella service. But with that being said, I appreciate y'all. Until next time, be safe. Much love. I appreciate y'all. Peace.